Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you again. It has come to my attention that some of my students in real life have found my YouTube channel. I never truly told them what my real channel is. So, if you happen to be my real life student, welcome, have a seat, and enjoy. Because today we're going to talk about something very important, which is a continuation, and I hope this is the last one. We are on the third episode of How to Sing High already, so this will be the ultimate guide that I hope you can make sense of. Okay? I want to show you something. I just created a book on how to use a camera, which I have compiled everything that I wish I would know earlier when I started this YouTube journey. It should be very helpful. I find it helpful for myself as well. It's more like a field note. Comment below if you want me to start teaching the content of this book, and I'll also provide it for you for a cup of coffee. We don't have time. I have about 15 minutes to record this. So let's do this. I need to go to work. It's always like this. It's either it's too late or it's right before my working time where I'm very energetic but I'm rushing. So if you ever want to see this work now, I need more subscriber and I need more help on this, okay? I do want to become a full-time content creator, but we'll see how it goes, okay? Okay, now let's talk about the important thing because I'm sure you guys want to know the next thing. For those of you who have watched the previous video, basically the same thing with a little bit of addition here and there. For those of you who are new, yes, this is my effort to appease the god of YouTube. To appease, there's no god on YouTube. To appease the algorithm. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Now, understanding these things have changed my voice completely, and it has changed my students' voice as well because it has given them a deeper understanding on their voice. So please watch until the end. By watching this, you'll be able to understand high notes in a way other people's don't. A jargon alert. I'll be coming up with a lot of jargons here. You asked for it. Let's go. Now, the very foundation of your singing voice is your breath. Before looking at other things which you're singing, I would always look at the breath control first because that's your main engine. That's everything. If your breath work is bad, I was almost going to say suck there, but if your breath work is bad, then everything will crumble. Okay, it's what I've always emphasized to you is the main pillars of your singing. So your breath support gives your voice the stability that it needs. But here is the correction. You do not need more air. Your breath support actually needs more control. And if there is too much air, your voice will blow apart. It will produce a lot of tension to the next level, which is your larynx, but we're not talking about that yet. If it's too little, your breath supports will collapse as well. And it's all about the balance. We talked about this in the previous video. So how do you build balance? I've also provided it on the previous video. All the other videos have done it. I've given you 3 levels: beginners, intermediate, and the most difficult one. So you should check out the free singing course that I've actually created earlier in this YouTube channel. But I decided, not really decided, I didn't continue with it because it is not really getting a lot of attention. So here we are doing viral content instead. It's not really viral, but I hope so. It's not super curated, so maybe I will leave the curated lesson structure by turning it into a real course, not on YouTube, because I don't think people are watching it. What's the time? We have lost half the time. Okay, now that you've learned this area, we have 2 more, which is this one and this one. Okay, now this is where your voice is created, over here, inside your larynx. The sound starts at your vocal folds. It is a too thin membrane that's vibrating. And you know, if you've taken your science seriously back when you were learning, you would know that sound is created by vibration. The higher the frequency, the higher the sound is. The lower the frequency, the lower the sound is. That's basically it. And so here is the important part. There's 2 main muscles that controls your voice. Number 1, the CT muscle, which is called as cricothyroid muscle. That muscle helps you go higher. It activates when you want to go to a higher notes, which basically is this one, okay? Next one, thorarytenoid muscle. It gives you weight and thickness to your voice and also helps you with your lower notes, which is basically your chest voice. Now, reaching those high notes is not about forcing and it's not about powering through. It's about coordination. And that is where most people will go wrong. On the previous video, I've shown you how to build this coordination, and I told you not to start strong, right? And if you, for some reason, have started strong, your voice is too heavy and it's too hard for you to get higher, then the first thing that I ask my student is to actually go back to basic again, retrain those coordinations again, so that those pathway can be restarted again, and then we can shave off some of that tension that's been going on. Okay, now these two muscles are actually going to work together and will give you one unison voice. Your job is to make sure that the transfer of power and balance and basically your voice from the lower note until the highest note is as smooth as possible. I'll provide you with an example. We will start with the TA muscle first. Now you feel like you're going to break here because this is where your passaggio are. Slowly allow your head voice, allow your CT muscles to take control. Now my CT muscles are fully in control. Yes, so this is the thing that you need to do. So you gotta allow your TA muscle to give up the control to the CT muscle, and that's how you'll be able to find the balance between your voice. If you can't do this, don't think about belting. Don't think about something else. Have a smooth coordination throughout your vocal register first. Now, the next one, we've talked about this in the previous episode. It's very fresh, but now we're going a little bit more in depth about it, okay? Now, resonance is what makes a small sound sounds bigger. To put it very, very simply, okay? Now, think about this for a bit. Two singers can sing the exact same notes. One will sound effortless and powerful, and the other one will sound strained and weak. The pitch is the same. So what is the difference? The resonance. Okay, let's try a note. Now my neck is compensating. It's trying its best to give the volume that I need. I didn't dial up the power. I didn't become more intense. I just give my voice the space that it needs to resonate. And that's the difference actually. Now your vocal folds only creates vibration. The sound itself is not loud. Resonance, that space that you provide, that's the one that's going to shape and amplifies that vibration. Now this is where your tongue position, we talked about this last week, your soft palates, your jaw opening, your mouth shape, and your vowels all come together. And in vocal lesson, normally, you'll have some problems with some of these elements. So a vocal teacher, a good one, will identify which one is making the problem for your resonance. Is it your vowels that are not optimized for the notes? Is it your soft palates that are not high enough? Is it maybe your jaw that are kind of tight? Could happen as well. Maybe your mouth shape, you're not opening your mouth enough. Yeah, and etc. Now high notes, I want you to really understand this as well. High notes becomes difficult because as the pitch rises, the space that worked for your lower note may no longer be efficient. And that is why professional singer will start modifying their vowel. Not because they are lazy and not because they are cheating. It is because they are adjusting the shape of the vocal tract so that the sound can continue to resonate efficiently. And that is also why high notes feels impossible on an ah vowel, but suddenly becomes easier when it shifts slightly, but it suddenly becomes easier when we shift it slightly towards the or oo vowels. You're not actually changing the notes, you're changing the acoustic environments of the notes. And this is why resonance is one of the biggest secrets of effortless singing. And I didn't know this when I was learning. If only I know this earlier. Great singer doesn't always sing harder. They resonate better. Now, it will be silly for me to explain all of this without some example. Huh? Okay, so I'm going to use the voice that I'm most comfortable with. This is how you do it wrongly, okay? I sound very strange, yeah, because my larynx is compensating with trying to go up. But if you do this, changing the vowels slowly, it's effortless because I changed from A to Let's try that again. I know it's not perfect for vocal teachers out there. It's no, it's not perfect. You know why? Because I haven't warmed up. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Excuses, excuses. I'm not perfect. I'm a vocal teacher, but I'm not saying my voice is perfect all the time. There are some downtime as well. Okay, so do take note of that. Now let's talk about how it all connects, because this is important. Okay, here is the flow. The breath will create the airflow, your main engine. Okay, and then the breath will go up here, and then the vocal folds will create the sound. So that means the air that you're giving needs to be efficient. If you're giving too much of an air, this part will struggle to close and create that vibration needed. After that, your vocal fold will be creating the sound, right? That breath will carry the sound up here. And this is where the sound gets amplified. So if your breath pressure is not stable and it's not pressurized enough, there's no balance there, then the sound that it will carry will be weak. And when it's weak, the resonance chamber up here will not be accessed. There's a lot of area here where the voice can resonate. The vocal tract will shape the sound, and then it travels through the air. And then as it travels through the air, a bit of science for you guys, the sound, the vibration will hit the eardrums, and that's how the other person will hear your voice. If it's through a microphone, then we have one more layers there. The microphone is there, then the loudspeaker will amplify your voice, yeah, those kind of things, okay? Number 5, compression and control. Now this part is more advanced, so make sure that you really master those 3 first, then we talk about compression. Now, compression is not squeezing, yeah? Please understand that. It is actually a controlled engagement. There's a lot of part that you can engage here. Your breath support, you can engage, and then also this part can be engaged a bit more. Now, if your sound is too breathy, it will become weak. If your voice is too squeezed, then it will introduce a lot of tension and also some pain. It will be strained, okay? You want balance. Some people explore this sound by doing a light fry. Or a creaky onset. Or a SpongeBob voice. I already talked to you about that last week. Yeah, but be careful. That is not something that you force. It's something that you discover gradually. And that's where the vocal lessons comes in. You need to gradually discover it with your teacher's guidance so that you don't develop some wrong techniques. Here's the reality, okay? If you're doing this right, the high notes becomes easier, not harder. So if you feel like your high notes is difficult, that means there's something there that's happening that are hindering you from getting that fluidity in your singing. It's not that simple, right? Now you understand why. Oh my god, I'm very late. Yeah, I guess I need to order the Grab now. Okay, 5 minutes. The Grab will be here in 5 minutes, so I have to finish this up. Now, it is my job as a vocal coach to help you to refine your control over all these 3 elements, okay? Because really, this never really ends. Same goes as me as well. I've been doing this for more than 10 years and I'm still discovering new things about my voice. So it's a never-ending journey. And that's what makes it fun as well. Now, final message. This really takes time. I explained it in just 10 minutes? But it takes years of patience to be able to get to a certain level, especially to a professional level. So you have to show up every time, every single day. Thank you for watching. I'm very late now. I'm going to see you on the next episode. Bye. Please help me subscribe, please. I really need it. Subscribe and share it to everyone. Share it to your social. And if it's helpful, I really need you to leave a comment. I really need you to subscribe. And I need you to share this video to everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you on the next episode. Sing for me. Sing for me. Bye.